Hello, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to speak about you guys about these last two matches that the USMNT had, which were two very disappointing games. I do have to say these two games during the March window were disappointing, to say the least, and I have a lot of things to say about both games. But before I say anything else, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded on this channel much as of recent. I haven't uploaded on this channel at all during lots parts of during this year. I'm sorry, I'm currently focused on school, on my job, and on my first channel, so I don't have a lot of time to spend on this channel. But I will speak a little bit about both games because I have a lot of opinions to say about both games. I do believe that most of the results do account on Poch. I know it also accounts on the players, but a lot of it has to do with Poch too. And today I'm going to be speaking a little bit about both of these games and why I do believe we got the results that we got during the March window. So let's get ready with this video. But before we continue, I'd like to tell you guys to like and subscribe because it is very important that you guys like and subscribe so you guys can never miss another video. And also to not forget to follow me on X and on TikTok because there will be more content for you guys on those pages. So let's get ready with the video. First, I'm going to start off with some of the positives. And most of these positives are from the first half of both games, especially during that Belgium game. I do believe that the national team did look good against Belgium during that first half. And the USMT did play better in that first half when compared to Belgium, in my opinion. And look, one of the lessons is that the starters, at least most of them, could put up a good fight against some of the best opposition in the world. Who had a good games during this window. I believe Weston McKennie had two very good games. Portugal, like, it was decent, but against Belgium he had a very good performance, especially during that first half. Anthony Robinson was spectacular against Belgium during that first half, and I believe like we're gonna see the same version of A-Rod that we saw in the World Cup. So I'm excited about that. Johnny Cardoso held his own against Belgium too, which again is saying a lot because like most of the time he's not even playing good with the national team jersey on. Chris Richards against Portugal was spectacular. He had a lot of crucial moments that helped us stay in the game. Matt Freese, look again. One of the other positives I do believe is that I think we already found our starting goalkeeper for the World Cup. Matt Turner was not bad against Belgium, but like against Portugal, Matt Freese was spectacular. He had very good saves. He had very good moments, very good reflexes. Again, with his distribution, the guy is not Ederson at all, but at least he plays it safe and he makes one or two good passes when he needs to. Left-sided center back, I think we already found that spot to put it with Chris Richards there, and I do believe it has to be Austin Trusty. Austin Trusty put in a good performance against Belgium from what I saw, and I believe like just on the defensive side of the ball, he just looks way better when compared to Tim Ream. Tim Ream is basically a fossil at this point. The guy is slow. I do not know why Poch keeps on starting him. He should be at the World Cup. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, with the lack of options and like the experience he brings, I do believe he has to be there. But again, I do not believe he has to be a starter. Like, let someone else be the starter. Let Austin Trusty be the starter. I believe he was decent against Belgium. So yeah, I do believe some of the starters were capable of putting in good performances against high-level opposition. But let's get to the negatives. So let's go with the negatives. And oh my goodness, there was a lot of negatives from both of these games. And to start off, I have to say the subs. One of the main reasons, or the main reason why there was a complete collapse during both of the second halves, has to be because of the subs. Like, guys like Roldan, Berhalter, Arsene, when they came on, they were pitiful, especially during that Belgian game. Like, Berhalter is killing it in Major League Soccer. Roldan has been a very good midfielder in the MLS for these last couple of seasons. Arsene is a very good attacking fullback or wingback in the MLS. Like, all of them are all-star caliber players at their best in the MLS, but like, that does not mean you know what when it comes to playing this type of opposition, and you already saw it. Like there's a clear talent gap, quality gap, intensity gap between both the MLS and the best European leagues out there. Like I'm not trying to be rude to the MLS at all. I believe that they've done a decent job of developing some players during this season, but it is still clear as day that they're still behind some of the Europe's best leagues. Like we might have a different conversation, like it depends on how much they raise the salary cap by during next season, but for now the MLS is still far behind Europe's best teams and best leagues. So again, like I do not care how good is Sebastian Berhalter playing with the Whitecaps, but the guy is clearly not a USMT level player. I just have to say it. And what are other cons? Pulisic was a one of the worst things that I saw during this camp. Our best attacker, our best player, according to some of the fans. But during both of these games, the guy was a shadow of himself, and he is showing his slow start with Milan. He's showing it right there with the national team, and he had two very poor performances. Like the guy is keeping a hold of the ball for way too long. Just make a decision. Just decide to lay it off. Trusting your trusting your teammates. But Pulisic was horrific during both of these games. Another con has to be also some of the guys that are also like playing in minor European leagues. Aguimeng, Aidan Morris, they just look mediocre. Adjaman, like I don't know, like Poch, what was he thinking of putting him in an entire second half against Portugal? Like the guy had a lucky goal. That goal was more on Ricardo Pepi rather than Aguimang. But like Poch decided just to put on Aguimang during the entire the second half, and we were looking like we were playing with 10 men out there. I know the guy had an Achilles injury, but still, like the guy was pitiful against Portugal, and also the management, like Poch, like what is this with the 4-4-2-3-1? It can also be a three back at times. Just keep it simple, play with a three back, stick to what worked during the fall, and improve upon it. Do not change. Don't try to go back to the same system that failed you during the Nations League, during the Gold Cup, and during that South Korea game. Just go back to the three back because the national team, like the center backs are so bad. Like outside of Chris Richards and maybe Mark McKenzie or Austin Trusty, the center backs are just not World Cup level at all. Just play with three center backs and just hope for the best, because like with three center backs at least you're gonna be having that extra insurance, and also that will help out also your wing backs a lot because like they won't have to defend that quite as much. And also like the in-game management was just poor again with the subs, with just like changing the system a lot throughout the game. Just keep it simple. And also like the lack of intensity, just like Poch trying things out and having like 9 subs come in during the game, like it just tells you a lot about the intensity that was in this team during both of these matches. Like one of the reasons why the national team looked far better during the fall was because there was intensity, there was a drive to like at least like salvage some of the cycle. But during this camp, like they just forgot why were they good during the fall, and just go back to the same team that we saw during the Nations League, during the Gold Cup, during the Copa America. And again, like the intensity has to be there, and the intensity was not there during this camp. And well, with very little few time, I do not know if Poch will manage to fix things, but that'll be a subject for another video, what Poch has to do. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.